Hello everybody, it's the Multiverse Traveler here today. Today I'm going to talk about shadow people and some of the numerous experiences in my life that I've had with them. Now, figure one right here is a shadow person that I saw as a child that scared the dickens out of me. I was laying in bed on a very hot summer night. The full moon was overhead, go figure. Car light went by. I looked up and this guy's standing there, and not only is he standing there, but he's actually his shadow's from here, and it's actually projecting another shadow over here. So his shadow actually projected, which is kind of odd because if he's like an interdimensional traveler, he shouldn't be able to cast a shadow. So I yelled Jehovah because at the time I was raised the Jehovah's Witness, and that was like the only word that stuck. I probably was 5 or 6 years old, still in elementary school. Yeah, so that was my first experience. That probably is what got me started in studying the occult. Alright. Figure 2 is what they called the Cobbler Lady. We saw her, me and several other members of my family, when we lived on a street in Steubenville, Ohio. Yeah, it was terrifying. It got to the point where people were afraid to go down to the basement to pee. And the messed up part is, that was the only place and the only bathroom in the house. Whenever she was around, you would always smell cobbler. Usually after the sun went down, so I'm thinking it's kind of like a Venus flytrap. Produces a nice, fragrant odor to reel you in, and then God only knows what kind of horrible things she does to people's psyches. Alright, figure 3 here is the gnarled form I seen a couple years ago as an adult. I lived in a haunted apartment complex here there in Zanesville when I lived in Zanesville. And this thing is what I saw after I had experienced paralysis and an uncomfortable relation with an succubus. So this guy right here is absolutely terrifying. At that point I said Jesus Christ, and lo and behold, I woke up, or came to, and I pretty much thought it's time to get the hell out of this place. I moved out probably 2 months later. Yeah. And right here, I couldn't really depict this because it's almost like a very extremely large black mass. This was in an asylum that I astrally projected to one night. I tried to get knocked down, drag out with him, and fight him with something I was given by an archangel over there, and these guys, or this form, would literally fill up an entire building. It's almost as if this is the body of a building, the bloodline and everything. When the building becomes so fetid and evil, see, I put the word miasma there. When the miasma in a building becomes so bad, this thing will literally dwell in the walls, the ceilings, and keep growing as long as it can grow into the vessel, and as long as there's enough energy there to keep it going. And then for the final thing, I actually looked up the word miasma. This was the second definition for it. Miasma is an oppressive or unpleasant atmosphere that surrounds or emanates from something. So not only can it surround somebody, but it can also be in a place or a possession. It can pretty much be anything and everywhere. Most people can feel a miasma if the building's got some kind of oppressive spirit in it. If you watch a lot of these paranormal televisions and movies, after they do the house cleansing, usually the miasma goes away and it becomes more of a homey kind of place to live. Alright, like, subscribe, please share this video. As I always say, God bless you, have a nice night and a good day. Merry meet, merry depart.